Good morning, Mercy and Hope Church. Welcome to our Sunday service today. And so we want to stir up your faith today. You know, in the Bible says that when we operate by faith, we are pleasing the Lord. So to the people, to the Christians who are operating by faith, you know, we are making God's happy. So I want to tell you now that we need to start operating by faith, living our life in faith. So what is faith? Faith is acting like God is telling the truth. Faith is not talking like God is telling the truth, or faith is not feeling that God is telling the truth. But faith is acting like God is telling the truth. We believe that God is going to do it, and that's why we are putting into action that belief. We are going towards that promise because we know that God is going to make it happen. It's a very risky business to have faith, to walk by faith. And the Bible says we must walk by faith and not by sight, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future, in coming days, coming years, coming months. But we trust in the Lord that He's going to cover us, that He's going to protect us, and He's going to supply everything that we need as we obey Him. It's the obedience that is connected to our faith, that we believe that God is telling the truth, that we believe in God's integrity, or are we doubting His words? So the story of Moses is one of the story of faith, because Moses' parents, Jochebed and Amram, they are the parents who are filled with faith. Moses was brought up in a house, in a family filled with faith, because during when Moses was born, the law in Egypt was to kill all the Jewish baby boy 2 years and under. And so Amram and Jochebed, the parents of Moses, have to hide Moses for 3 months. And after that, they put Moses in the basket, in a small ark, and flow it to the Nile River. But then the Pharaoh's daughter discovered baby Moses in the basket, and she adopted Moses, and Moses became the prince of Egypt. And not only that, when you walk by faith, that God covers everything that you need. You know, Jochebed, or Moses' mom, she applied for the job as the nursing maid, as a maid for Moses. And so Moses' real mom, Jochebed, get paid and stayed in the palace while she's looking after her own son. So it's such a big thing when we obey God and we believe that God is going to make it happen. So what I want to tell you right now is that we must put our trust in the Lord, that we don't know what's going to happen the next day, next year, next month, but we know that God covers us, that He knows what He's doing, that we trust His integrity, that God is all-knowing God. God is all-powerful, and God is eternal God. He knows everything from the beginning to end and end to beginning. And so our substance of our faith must be connected to Jesus Christ. You see what I mean? So we don't have faith in our own strength. We don't have faith in our money, in our own talents and power, or we don't have faith in other people, but we have faith in the substance. And the substance of our faith must be reliable, must be strong, which is Jesus Christ. The substance of our faith is Jesus Christ. And that even though we have small faith like a mustard seed, that we can tell to our problems, to our mountains to move, and it will move. Because we have a faith. And even though it is small, like a sesame seed, like a mustard seed size of faith, the substance of our faith, which is Jesus Christ, is strong. So, may I ask you right now, is your faith connected to a strong substance, to Jesus Christ, or your faith is connected to a weak substance, or to yourself, or to other people, or to your money, or to your talents, or to your own strength? And so, thank you so much for wonderful time today with you as we study, as we learn about faith. Have a great Sunday, and God bless you all.